Hello everyone, good afternoon all. I hope you all are good. This is Gunjan Deshmukh working as Assistant Professor in SNJV's KBG College of Engineering, Sandwad. Today in this session we are going to see all about HTML, that is Hypertext Markup Language.
Okay. So we will see the whole session into two parts. First one is basics and second one is web form. Okay. So for starting or for learning anything new or anything related to the programming language, you have to ask yourself two questions. First one is why it is important and where it is used. So which is in related to the HTML sessions. So why HTML is important? So basically there is concept of web developer. Okay, there are actually two concepts, web developer and web designer. So if you know the HTML and CSS, you can become the web designer. Okay, so there are some skills required for designing the web form or web pages. So in the left side of your screen you can see the Photoshop. You will require Photoshop, HTML, CSS, then designing sense, likewise JavaScript, PHP and MySQL. Okay, for becoming the web designer. For becoming the web developer, you along with HTML and CSS, you will need the knowledge of database and scripting language. Okay, there are three steps are there in development. In first step, it will be your front end. Okay, last step will be your, which is related to your back end, that is database. For connecting forms or whatever which is in front end, for connecting it to the back end, you will require some scripting language. Okay, so here PHP is not a front end language. It will be used for connecting your form to the database. Okay, next we will start with the introduction part. So what is HTML? So HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So it is a standard markup language for creating the web pages. Okay, we will see the example later on. So HTML describes the structure of web pages. Okay, it is generally used for designing the structure of web page. So HTML consists of series of elements. Okay, that element will be HTML. Actually, it is a collection of tags and attribute. Okay, so the tags and attribute will be arranged into this particular series. So it is called as, it consists the element in serial order. That means after HTML, after opening the HTML, we have to close the HTML. After opening the body part, we have to close the body part. Similar for the head section. Okay, so it consists the series of element. Now HTML elements tells what is the use of HTML element. So HTML element tells the browser how to display the content. Okay, for displaying the content in particular manner or in proper structure, we have to use HTML element. So HTML element label pieces of content such as, so first example is given, that is, this is an heading. Okay, for giving this heading we have to use H1 to H6. We have H1 to H6 tags are there. So for giving the heading we have to use the H1 tag. Okay, we have to open the H1 tag, we have to close that tag, but within that tag we have to enter the content. We will see the example also. So next is, this is an paragraph. If we have to write the paragraph content, paragraph is not single line, it is multi-line content. So if we want to write the paragraph, then we have to use the paragraph tag. Okay, third one is, these are the examples. Third one is, this is a link. If we want to provide the link, there are two options. We can give the link to the text also, we can give the link to the image also. Okay, for giving the link we have another tag. Okay, it is a collection of, or we can say it is an collection of tags and attribute. So simple, we will see the simple HTML document, how the code or series of elements will be displayed to the user. So first one is, we have to always your HTML, remember, always your HTML document will start with the HTML tag. Okay, whatever or whichever tag you are going to open, you have to close it. So first HTML, you have to open the HTML tag, then you will end it like /HTML. Okay, then HTML document consists of two parts. First one is head section, second one is your body section, like our body. Okay, in head section you can give the title to web page. Okay, title, for giving the title there are tag, there is tag is title, then after opening the title tag you have to close the title tag. Okay, in body section whatever the content you have to write into the web page, so you can write it into body section. For writing this, if it is single line, if you want to give the heading, so you can use heading tag, that is h1. If you want to write the multiple lines of content, then you can use the paragraph tag. Okay, we will see the example, or stepwise we will go. So there are elements in HTML. We will take the introduction of elements, what is attribute, then we will switch to the hands-on session. So what is element? The HTML element is defined as starting tag. There are some content in between, and last one is your end tag. The example is already given. First one is you have to write the tag name. This is your starting tag. Okay, then you have to write the content. Then there will be the end of your tag, and end of tag will be done with the slash. Okay, then if I want to give the heading, again I will use the h1, then I will write the content, then end the session, end the that particular tag. If I want to write the paragraph, again I will start with paragraph p tag and end with slash p tag. Okay, so first we have already seen the what is element, then second part is attribute. Okay, so element, your tag consists of your attribute. Okay, you have to write the attribute into your tag, inside the tag. So what is attribute? All the HTML elements can have attribute. Okay, so attribute provide additional information about that particular element. Attributes are always specified, as we have already discussed. Attributes are always specified in starting tag only. Okay, you have to write the tag first, then you have to add the attribute into that. Okay, the example is given. An attribute, remember attribute is always usually comes in name and value pair. Okay, so name equal to, then we have to go the value. Okay, then the example is given. If I have an anchor tag, angular bracket consists of a, that means anchor tag. This is tag, and if I want to add the attribute into that particular tag, I will use h reference. Okay, I will use h reference. So in this case, in example, I have to give a tag, then reference, that reference link, that reference link, that reference link, and the text for which we are going to provide the link. Okay, this will be the text and this will be the link. Okay, then okay, now we will start with the hands-on session. Those who are using laptop, you can use the notepad for performing the code or for performing the program. Those who are not having laptop, who are using mobile, you can use the, just search in Google, that is online HTML, online HTML editor. HTML editor. Okay, there are number of links you will see. So I will use W3. Any one of them you can use. I will use W3 school. Some functions or some tags are not supported here, like image or video, audio. So we will try that code. If not working into the this online editor, we will switch to the both methods. I will tell you. Okay. So try to yourself. You can do it on mobile also. So I will remove all this content. Okay, and those who are using notepad, simply go to your desktop, right click on it, new, then go to the text document. Okay. Okay, now it is working. So as I have already told you, the HTML element, HTML program or HTML document always start with your HTML tag, that is HTML. Or every starting tag there will be ending tag, that will be slash end. We have to end the tag with slash HTML. Okay, so HTML document is again divided into two parts. First one is head section, second one is your body section. So I will use the head section first, head, then I will close the head section. Okay, then within that head, if I want to give the title to my web page, likewise you can see this is new tab, this is Zoom, then this is HTML section, that is Gmail, then it is W3 school online. Likewise, if I want to give the name to my web page, then I can add title tag. Okay, as I have started it, I have to end it, title, or whatever the title I want to give. Now this is my first program, so I will use the first program. Okay, then head section is completed. Then second section will be your body section. So I will start the body tag. I will end it as I have to. I have started. I have to end it by using slash body. Okay, whatever the content I have to write, then I can write into the body section or body part. Okay, now we are learning first is heading. So if I want to give the heading to my document, then I have total six options. Okay, remember heading tag will vary from your H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 to H6 till H6. Okay, as the number is goes on increasing, the size of your text will be goes on decreasing. Okay, we will start with the heading tag. First element is heading tag. Okay, now we will first perform on online editor, then we will go to the notepad. Okay, first I will write H1. As I have started it, I have to end it. H1 by using slash H1. Okay, so this is heading number 1. Okay, now next is I will use H2. As I have started, I have to close it by using H/H2. Okay, so I will use heading. This is heading number 2. Okay, now this is first program, so I will write it till H1 to H6 bold. So it is H3. Then this is heading number 3. So I will close that H3. Okay, then H4. This is heading number 4. So I will close the heading 4. Okay, now second last is what? H5. Okay, H5 means heading number 5. H5. Okay, oh, slash is missing. Okay, slash H5. Then last one is your heading number 6. The tag is what? H6. Heading 6. Okay, H6. Okay, then I will run the code. Okay, now you can see as the number goes on increasing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the size of your text goes on decreasing. Okay, then same code we will run by using, I just copied and pasted into the notepad. Okay, same code I have using. Then remember HTML file will be saved with the help of .html extension. Okay, this is my first program, so I will take suppose demo dot HTML. Remember this, the extension is what? For HTML file, we will save the HTML file with .html extension. Okay, I will save it. Then see. This created or not? 1 minute. I will go there, save as demo.html. Okay, HTML demo.html. I will save it on desktop. Save. Demo HTML already exists. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Okay. Now where the demo dot, okay, I will open it with suppose Firefox. We will require browser to open this. Okay. Okay, now it is actually by default your whatever your default browser, it will take the it will adapt the symbol of that particular browser. So if not there, if it is not there, then right click on it, open with Firefox or Google Chrome or Internet Explorer. I will open it with Mozilla. So you can see heading 1, 2, 3, number goes on increasing, the size of your text will be goes on decreasing. Okay, understood? Okay, now we will go to the PDF again. Then heading is clear. I hope heading is clear to all. Okay, then now we will go to the link part. Okay, so what is link? If you want to give the link to particular text, okay, link is generally used for jumping from one page to another page. Okay, HTML links are similar like, or it is what your hyperlinks. Okay, you can click on that link and jump to the another document. For jumping the another document or for using the text link, you have to use the anchor tab. Okay, we have already discussed it. Anchor tab. In that tag, we have to give the reference of that particular URL. So we will use the href attribute. Okay, remember A is what? A is your tag and href is what? It is your attribute. Whatever you are writing into the tag, that is called as, or that will be considered as your attribute. Okay, let's try. So we will first try on into the online editor, then we will go to the okay. We are already headings are there. I will remove the second and third, second from second to sixth heading. Okay, heading will be which topic we are learning, that is text link. So text link. Okay, so heading of my document will be text link. Okay, for adding the link to the document, which tag we have to use? We have to use anchor tag, that is A. Which attribute we have to use? That is href, REF. Okay, equal to. Now which link I want to give? So if I want to open my W3 school, I just copy this link and go to the editor, just copy it, complete your double code. Okay, then complete your double code, then you have to close it. Okay, then you have to close it. As you have opened the anchor tag, you have to close that particular tag by /a. Okay, then we will run it. Okay, now for which text you are applying this link? So I will use for HTML. I want to apply this link to the HTML word. So now we will run. So you can see HTML is there, and this text, how can we identify whether the link is provided or not? Now remember, this will be your what, it is in black color. Okay, so it is not having any link, it is in blue color, so you can find the difference. Okay, it is in blue color, so if you open this into the new tab, you will find the, now this is opening. Okay, you will get this link. You can enter the link like YouTube, Facebook. We will try for the Facebook also. Okay, in Notepad. So I will just copy this code for those who are using desktop. So for that, for them, I will use the Notepad. Okay, demo. In this also, I will, I can change it. Okay, I will remove the heading tags from 2 to 6, then paste my another code. Okay. Okay, I will just remove this. Okay, I just required heading tag and anchor tag. Okay, I will save it. Then it is already saved with demo.html. Okay, so demo.html, I will go to the my previous things, first program, then refresh it. If you want to save it into the another file, you can also save it into another file. Just you have to rename the that file. Okay, I have changing the all content into the same file, so that's why I'm using the previous file, first program. Okay, if you want, you can use the another file also. Okay, then now I hope it is clear to you. You just have to use anchor tag. Within that tag, attribute is what? Which attribute? H reference. Okay, tag will be A and reference attribute will be H reference. Then in double quote, you have to provide the link. Okay, and in that link, you after the link, providing the link, for which text you want to enter, you want to apply that link. So enter the link after closing this angular bracket. Then as you have started the tag, you have to close the tag. Okay, it's simple. Now next one is, okay, this will be the output. You can apply for the Facebook also, YouTube also. If you want to give the link to the your web page of if you want to give link of another page to your web in your web page, so you can use this referencing concept. Okay, our output is also same. Then next one is for comment. The comment is very simple. If you want to give the comment, you just have to use angular bracket. After that, you can use the exclamatory, then double dash. Okay, and close it with double dash and only single angular bracket. So let's try. If I want to give comment to my heading sections. Okay, so I will use angular bracket. Sequence is important. Angular bracket, then exclamatory, then yes. Now it is applying comment for all sections. Okay, I don't want all sections comment in comment, so I will enter double slash and angular bracket. Okay, I will add angular bracket. Then the green part will be in your comment part. Okay, if I run this code, then the text link will be removed from your document and just HTML part will be shown. Okay, understood? I hope you are getting. Okay, now comment is done. Then we have done with comment. Then next part is, okay, next part will be your list. If I want to perform listing of my content, how can I use? So there is list element given in your HTML. Okay, so if there are list concept, so list, HTML list allow web developer to group the set into particular list. Okay, we have to perform grouping of set, we have to perform listing of element, so we will use the list concept. Okay, so there are two types, actually there are three types of list are available or present in HTML, but mainly we are using two types of list. First one is your order list, first one is your unordered list, and second one is your ordered list. Difference is what? In unordered list, the elements are arranged into the bullet form. Okay, it will be shown into the bullet form. In ordered list, the element will be shown into the number form. The listing will be in the form of numbers, and here the listing will be in the form of bullet. Okay, understood? Now we will see the code also and output also. So you can, if I want to apply unordered list, okay, I want to apply for the unordered list, I want bulleted form of list, then I will use the unordered list tag. Which tag we will use? UL means U stands for unordered and L stands for list. UL, unordered list. Again, this is what, this is UL is your main content or main tag. Okay, as you have started it, you have to end it. Again, there are sub elements are present. Okay, sub listings are present, that is LI, for performing the list operation. Okay, so we have to just apply this code or perform this code into within your body part. Okay, so we will go to the text editor or we will go to the notepad. Okay, those who are using desktop, they can use the notepad. Those who are using mobile, you can run the code onto your online editor. Okay, I will use here, I will remove this anchor. Okay, I don't want this referencing or list referencing. Okay, I will delete it. Okay, in heading tag, which topic I'm going to which topic we are working? We are working on list. So I will enter HTML list. Okay, so in this list we will apply as, okay, this is not my first program, this is the program for our listing. I will change it. You can use different notepad file, save it with different name and create the different web page. Okay, just remember you have to save it with .html extension. Program of what? Program of list, HTML list. So my web page will contain this title, program of HTML list. Okay, so heading will be HTML list. Then if I want to perform the listing, which tag we are using? We are using UL for unordered list. U stands for unordered, L stands for list. Unordered list. Okay, as I have started is, I have to close it. UL. Okay, so UL, in that, this is main tag. The sub tag will be your LI. Okay, so I have to perform the list. So the example is, okay, I will give the I will use the programming languages. Okay, so first one is what? Java. I will use first as Java. As I have started, I have to close the LI tag also. Then for second, I will use LI tag. Then second element which, okay, we are learning HTML, so I will take the HTML. Okay, then I will close the HTML. Then last one is LI. So simple language is what? Okay, C language. Okay, I will use /li. Then I will save it. I'm using this code, or I'm performing this code into the same. I'm performing this code into the same, my first demo notepad file. If you want, you can use the different notepad file. Okay, I will save it. Then go to my web page. I will go to my web page. Just a minute. Open it with browser. Okay, now you can see I have given what name is what? Program in HTML. Okay, this name or this title will be appear at this tab. Okay, my heading tag is HTML list. So HTML list will be appeared as a bold because it is I'm using H1. So I have performed unordered list. So it will give the list in the form of bullet. Okay. So if I want to perform the okay, I will close it. Then this new, no, I don't want this. Okay, now similarly I want, if I want ordered list, so which tag I will use? Okay, we will go to the, we'll see the explanation first, then see the hands-on. This is what we have seen, unordered list. Okay, next point is what? Ordered list. The code is same, just the tag is different. For ordered, for unordered list we have used UL, unordered list. For ordered list we will use ordered list, that is OL. Okay, that is ordered list. So li tag, sub tag, whatever the sub tag we are using, li will be same, just the main tag ol will be changed. So the output will be in the form of listing, or in numeric list. Instead of bullet you will find the number 1, 2 and 3. Same for my code, I will apply OL for ordered list, main tag. Okay, this is unordered, this is order. So I will just copy it, copy all the listing tag and paste it into the this tag, and I will close. I have started OL tag, I have to close it. Okay, so I will save it. Now you can refresh the page. Okay, you can refresh the page. As if you have created another file, then you have to go to that particular file and then open with, or by default if your system is having default browser, then it will give the symbol like Mozilla or Chrome to this file. Okay, every time this is not needed to go to the file, right click on it and open with. Okay, so I will go to my page, refresh it, see the difference. This will be what your, this is what your unordered listing. This is what your ordered listing. Okay, so there is another type of listing is there. We will see the explanation first, then move to the coding hands-on session. So next one is what? Description list. What tag we will use, which tag we will use. If I don't want bulleting form, numbering form, I just want main content, that is coffee, and description of it. Okay, that is coffee will be black and hot. If main content is milk, I want its description, that is white, milk will be white and cold. Okay, if I want this, then I will use, which tag I will use? This is description list, so I will use DL tag. Okay, so main data is what? My main data is coffee, so I will use DT tag for this. Okay, main text is what? Description text, for which I want description, for which word, so description text for coffee. Okay, and description data is what? DD will be your black and hot. Similar, my main content is milk, I will use DT tag. I want description of it, I will use DD tag. Okay, you will get the you will get the output like this: coffee, then this is main content, then description will be like this, main content will be like this, milk, and description will be like this. Okay, if I use, okay, same file I'm going to change it. So for description link, I will use DL tag. This is what your main tag. As I have started, I have to close the DL tag. Okay, sorry. Okay, then in DL tag, if I want text, main text will be, it is, I'm using DT tag. Okay, main tag is what? Suppose coffee. Okay, I have to close it by using /DT. Okay, I want description for coffee. Okay, so I will use the D tag. Then coffee will be what? Coffee will be hot and black. Okay, black. Then I will close the dd tag also. Then for second main text is what I will use the dt tag. Main text is what? Milk. Okay, main text is what? Milk. Then I will close the dt tag. Then I want description of it, then I will use the dd tag. Then hash milk is what? Milk will be cold. Milk will be cold and it will be white. Okay, it will be white. I will close it. Okay, then I have already closed the DL tag. So I will save it. Just go to the web page, refresh it. Okay, now we will find the difference. First one is what your unordered list. Next one is what your ordered list. And next one is what your description link. Main link is my coffee. Main tag or main content is coffee and milk. And description is hot, hot and black and cold and white. Okay, so we will see the next point. I hope you have understood this. First one, in listing we have used unordered list, ordered list and description list. Okay, now next one is image. So if I want images in my web form or my web page, so how can I enter or how can I insert the image? So syntax is, so image can improve your design and appearance of web page. Okay, so syntax will be, you have to use image tag. Okay, whatever you are writing into the main tag, that will be your attribute. So which attribute you are going to use? Source. First one is source and second one is alt. Okay, in source attribute you will give the URL, or you can give the name of your image file. Okay, in alt tag you have to give the name to that particular image. So I will just don't know there is image or not. Flower. Okay, I will download it and we will add to the our document. Save image. I will save it on desktop. Index. Okay, name is what? Index. Then save. Okay, go to the, we'll see the explanation first, syntax first, and then we'll go to the hands-on session. Okay, so syntax is what? Which tag you have to use? That is image tag. Which attribute you have to use? There are two number of attributes you have to use. First one is source attribute and second one is alt attribute. In source attribute, you have to give the image link with proper extension, and in alt you have to give the name to your particular file, whatever name you want to give. Okay, so example will be like this: image source, then downloaded image name, and what image, which name I want to give that particular image, that name will be performed into the given into the alt. Okay, if I want to change the width and height, you can also add, there are number of attributes are there, so you can also add width and height. Okay, likewise another way is what? Another way is style. By using style attribute you can also add the or change the width and height. So we will see the code. Then I just remove all this listing because we have already done with it. Okay, now we are switching to the HTML image. So I will give the heading as HTML image. So I will use image. Which tag we have to use? Image, RMG. Whatever we are writing into the tag, that will be your attribute. Which two attributes we are going to add? First one is source, second one is alt. source means src equal to, now the name of my downloaded image is index dot jpg. Okay, then complete the double code. Which name I have to give? I want to give then alt. So it is what? It is flower. I just write flower. Okay, then I will save it. Then I will go to the web page. I will go to the web page. Okay, now you can see the image of rose. Okay, whatever, whichever element, whichever flower I have downloaded, the name is index and flower is this. So I have added this flower into my web page by using which tag? It is image. Attribute will be source and alt. Okay, now we have already seen how to provide link to the text. Now if what I want to add the link to this flower. Okay, some phishing attackers or cyber attackers use this concept. They have hide some phishing code inside this image or at the background of this image and provide the particular link to this. Okay, after providing link, if by mistake I have clicked this, then I will go to that phishing link. Okay, so if I want to give the image link, so we will see the explanation first, then we will try it. Okay, how to give image link? For giving link, always remember you have to use the anchor tag. Okay, within that anchor tag you have to use which attribute? H reference. Okay, so we will use the Facebook link. We'll use anchor tag, reference of Facebook I will give to the to that particular image. Then image is already inserted, so just we have to add the reference to that image. So I will go to the notepad. You can also perform it on online editor. So H1, okay, it is heading. Now it is not image, just image, HTML image. It is image link. Okay, image will be inserted. Before that image tag, we have to use anchor tag. Okay, which attribute we will use? H reference. Always remember, for giving reference you have to use H reference. Okay, equal to, in double quote I will use Facebook link, www dot suppose facebook.com. I will close it. Okay, so I will save it. Let's see whether it is working or not. I will go to the first program, then refresh it. If you are using different file, then go save it with different name. Remember the extension is .html and go to the web page. Okay, I have refreshed. It is refreshed because I have see you can see HTML image link. If I click on this image, so I will open into the, okay, file not found. I will use this link. Okay. Is this visible to you? I hope screen is visible to all. Whether the screen is visible to you or not.
Participants may be mounted, the vehicle is mounted.
Yes, Amruta, Aarti, whether the, just tell me whether the screen is visible to you or not. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Now we will see. Okay, okay. Thank you. So we will see. I will close it. Okay, it is giving problem to the Facebook link. I will copy this link, then go to the notepad, then I will enter this link. I have entered this manually, so there will be, I think there will be problem. So save it, go to the browser, refresh it. Open with Firefox. Okay. Okay, now I will go to the this image, open link with new browser. Now you can see the W3 scheme. Okay, for that, for opening the, for giving the link should be proper. I have inserted manually for the Facebook, so it is not working. Okay, for Facebook also it should be, it should work. Okay, I will copy this link, then I will enter here. Okay, save it, then go to this, then I will refresh it again, then open new tab. Okay, now it is working. Now it will give, okay, now it will give Facebook login. Okay, now next will be, okay, image link is over. Just you have to add anchor tag for giving the reference. Always remember, you have to use, every time you have to give H reference. Okay, now next point is what? Next point will be table. If I want to add the table, so table is table tag. For adding the table or for adding the content into the table, I have to use table tag, which is HTML tag. Table, for each table row is defined with tr tag. Okay, for row, for adding row, we have to use the tr tag. For adding the header into it, so we have to use the th tag for adding the header. Okay, if I want to enter the data, I will use td tag. Okay, so by default, the heading tag will be your bold and center, and for normal tag, it will be whatever you are writing into the td, it will be regular and left align. Okay, we will see the example, then we'll switch to the practical part. Okay, so first one is, we have to use table tag, then add, if you want to add the border, give the color, you can add, there are so many attributes are there. Okay, then for adding the row, first one is your heading part. So for adding the heading part, you have to insert the row. For row, we are using table row, we are using tr tag. For adding table header, we will use th tag. Okay, then for adding the data, also we have to add first row, then we will add data into it. Okay, so we will see the,
Can you share your website to the
now I will remove the content related to the image, then HTML, which topic is now going on, table. Okay, so we will use table tag, Then as I have started it, I have to close the table tag. Okay. Then within that table tag, table will be in the form of rows and column. So we will add first row. For adding the row, we will use the tr tag. Okay. For adding the heading, we will use table header or table heading. Okay. Table heading will be first name. Okay. To close table heading. Okay. Second, I will use second heading will be for last name. Okay. Okay. So this will be what it will shows you the heading of that particular table. So I have to enter the. Now heading part is over. If I want to enter the data, then again I have to add the second row. Then I have to add the data. For adding the data, I will use the tag td. Okay. First name is, I will enter Gunjan. Then I have to end the tag. Okay. So second parameter is what? Last name. So I will use td for entering the data. Then Deshmukh. Okay. td. I will close that second row also by using hash. Okay. I hope you are getting. In table, first row I have added first row, then added the header. Header of that table is what? There are two columns, first name and last name. Then I have to enter the data. So I will add another row, that is, then I will add the actual data. So first name is what? Gunjan. Last name is what? Deshmukh. Okay. So I will close that td also and tr also and table also. Clear? Okay, then I will save it. Go to the browser. Go to the browser, program, then refresh it. I have using same. So the content will be visible in this format because I have not added border in it. Okay, so it is in table format but not in proper manner. So I will use border attribute in table. So just simply add border attribute border equal to 1. Suppose I will save it, then output will be like this. Okay, now you can see there is first name will be heading, last name will be heading. First name is what? Gunjan. I have entered this, and last name is what? Deshmukh. Okay, suppose I want to increase the width of this particular part. So I will add the width portion also. For adding the width portion, I have to add the style content. So style equal to, in double quote, you have to write the width. Okay, width will be, suppose I will give 100%. Okay, just save it. Now go to the your web page, then refresh it. Now you can see width is what? 100%. So it will occupy whole page. If you added height will be 100%, then it will occupy whole height. Okay, as we have discussed, by default heading element will be centered and bold, and data element will be regular and left aligned. Okay, so if you want to centered, if you want to add the alignment center, then there is again we have to use style content, style tag, or in that we have to use the text alignment. So we will use uh, in TD part. Okay, style equal to, in double code, what content we have to which operation we have to perform. We have to add the text align. I want this into the center. So complete it, save it. Then refresh it. Now you can see Gunjan is at center. Now you can apply it for only Deshmukh also. Okay. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear to all. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. So table content is over. Simply, if you don't want to use style, it is an CSS part. Okay. If you want to use the style, so you can skip. Just add table tag, close the table tag. Okay. Add the table tag, close the table tag. There are two types. First one is heading, second one is simple data. For adding the heading part or header part, you have to use, always you have to insert the row. For every new row, you have to use TR tag. Okay, here also TR tag, here also TR tag. Okay, for adding the header, I will use table header. For adding the data, we will use table data. Okay, I will explain here. Okay, so I have started with table. I have started with table tag. Okay, I have closed it at the end. Okay, now I want to add the header part. Then I will use new row, that is TR. I will use TH, that is table heading. Table heading is what? First name. Second heading is what? Last name. And I will close that particular row. Okay. Then for second row, I will use the second TR tag. I will use the data, that is TD tag. Then I will give the data, that is Gunjan. For second data, I will use again second TD tag and I will give it as a Deshmukh and end that particular table row. Okay. Now clear? Now it is clear? Okay. Now next point is, okay, table will be like this. Okay, next point is background color. If I want background color to my heading, simple tag H1. In H1, you have to use style attribute. Okay, in style attribute, you just want to, you have to give background color. You can write manually also. You can use RGB colors also. You can use hex code also. HSL type also. RGBA color also, type also. HSLA values also. Okay. If I use, let's see the practical. Okay. I will remove this table. Okay. Just I will use H1 tag. In H1 tag, you have to perform or you have to give style attribute. Okay. Style attribute. In style attribute, you have to give background color parameter. Background color parameter. Then background color will be, suppose, tomato. Okay, complete it, save it, go to your web page, refresh it. Okay, something is wrong there. Background. For heading tag, I am applying background. Okay. Okay, background spelling will be background. Okay, bag and round. Then color, and then you have to use color. You can use it by manual way, or you can use RGB, or you can use hex code for this. Okay, so save it, go to the web page, refresh it. Now it is showing the color like tomato. Okay, it is very simple. Then next point is waveform. Now we are moving to the second part of your HTML, and it is very important for HTML, CSS, or whatever web designing you will. If you want to be a web designer, this is the basics of web designing, that is waveform. Okay, so HTML form is used to collect the user input. The user can then be sent, then that information, user information can then be sent to the server part. Okay, so example will be like this. Whatever or whichever forms you have filled, so it will be exam form, it will be any form. So if you want to design that type of form, then you have to know the concept of web form. So there are these much elements are there: form element, text, radio buttons, submit buttons, input, how to get the input for selecting, then text area for inserting the inputs. Okay, so we will start with the form. So HTML form element defines a form that is used to collect the user information. Okay, so within the HTML tag, we have to use the form tag. So form will be likewise, as we have started with the form, then we will enter the form element, then we have to close the form. Okay, next is we will see the first element, that is text field. So text field will be used for getting the information from user. So we have to use form tag every time. For designing the waveform, you have to use the form tag. Start with form tag, end with form tag. Then there are two concepts. First one is label and second one is input. Okay, two type of tags you have to use. First one is label, second one is input. Attribute, let's see the attribute. For label tag, you have to use for attribute. Okay, then opening of label, whatever we are opening of label is what your tag, whatever we are writing into the tag, that will be your attribute. Okay, then this attribute will be applied for this text, then we have to end the label. Okay, now first thing is label, second thing is input. So input will be what your tag, and whatever written into the red ink, that will be your attribute. Okay, so attribute will be type, which type of data you want from user. So first name, last name, your email ID will be in text format. It is not in number format. So whatever, if it is in text format, the type will be text. If like phone number, if it is in number format, the type will be number. Like password we should not if I want hide my password, then type will be password. Okay, then second attribute is ID. ID is generally used for CSS file, but on tomorrow there will be your CSS lecture, so you have to know what is ID. Okay, it is CSS part. If you want to define some properties by using CSS, then we have to use the ID, identity of that particular label. Okay, so if you skip in this portion, in this HTML thing, so you can skip it. Okay, so after that you have to use name attribute. Name attribute is generally used for storing the data, for holding the reference. Okay, it is used for assigning the data which holds the reference for that particular label. So basically in form, there are two types of tags. First one is label, second one is input. Okay, in label there is only single attribute for. In input there are three attributes: type, id and name. Okay, so we can compare it with your Java or CPP. Likewise, for holding the data, we will use, we have already used variable concept. You should know, for holding the data, you have to use variable in Java and C, CPP. Okay, so in HTML, for holding the data or holding that reference, you have to use attribute. Attribute is what? For. Okay, so first is label, second is input. For label, attribute is for input, attribute will be type, id and name. Id will be optional. So type will be text. Okay, my name will be in text format, so I will write the type will be text. Id will be fname. Whatever name you want to give, you can give. Then in name, you have to specify again name of that particular label. It is used for referencing purpose. When you are applying for the connectivity part, you are using connectivity part, the name is very important thing. Okay, then again first name is over, then again for last name same procedure. For entering the label, for entering the last name I will use label. For entering the last name I will use label. Again label is tag. For label tag I have to use for attribute. Okay, then for input tag I will use three attribute. Which are those? First one is type, second one is id and third one is name. Third one is name. Okay, so okay, so okay, I will make changes in this same file. Okay, so I will use label for my first name. Okay, label will be your tag. Attribute is for. In for attribute I have to give name, variable name for holding that data. So if name. Okay, then first name. I have to close the label. Okay, now BR is used for giving the space between two things, first name and last name. Okay, so input type, second thing is what? Second tag is what? Input. So input, there are three attributes. Which are those? Type, id and name. So type equal to text. Okay, then id will be just fname. Okay, next one is name will be fname. Now for last name I will just copy this, enter. Instead of first name I will enter last name. Okay, fname, lname. Then it is also text, so don't need to change it. L, then L. Okay, I will use BR for spacing. Okay, I will save it. Go to the web page. Okay, now you can see first name will be as label. Then there is text field. I will enter first name is Gunjan. Okay, last name is for another label. Last name is label. Then text field I will enter last name as Deshmukh. Okay. Now you can see first name, then there will be text area, last name, there will be again text area. Okay. Now, next point is, yes, text field we have already covered. Okay. First name, text field, text area, then last name, again text area. Okay. For entering the password, just you have to change type as a password. Okay. For entering the name, type will be text. For entering the password, type will be password. Okay. The output will be like this. Same, just password will be hidden inside the bullets, small bullets. Okay. It will be hidden. Then for adding the radio buttons or submit button, so there will be again, instead of text type, you have to enter radio for radio button. Okay. Again, it is for male. If I want to enter for the female, then I will use type will be same, that is radio. Okay. Okay. So type will be radio, ID will be male, name will be male. Okay. Then for label, there are labeling will be only male. Again for female also, just you have to same, the code is same, you have to just replace the text with radio button. Okay, with radio. We will design the one form. I'm just going to explain this whole things, then we will switch to the radio and checkbox. Okay, for entering the checkbox, just you have to replace the type. Instead of text, you have to replace it with checkbox. Okay, instead of text, you have to enter the checkbox. The code will remain same. Okay, the code will remain same. Instead of writing the text, you have to enter password as a type for entering the password. Instead of writing password, if you want to enter the radio buttons or checkbox, for checkbox you have to enter the type checkbox. Okay, for radio buttons you have to just enter the type as radio. Okay, the code will be same, the labeling will change and type will change. So checkbox will be shown like this. Okay, then for entering the, for adding the submit button, again for first name, type will be text, as name will be in the text form. For last name, the type will be in text. Okay, for submit, for adding the submit button, you have to use input type as submit. For radio button, you have to use as radio. For password, you have to use add as password. For entering the checkbox, you will use checkbox instead of submit. The code will be same. Okay, for submit button, just the output will be like this: first name, last name, and submit button. Okay, same for reset button. Only reset is simple. Reset, only you have to enter type as reset. Okay, then the button will be, the output will be like this. Okay, now we will apply it one by one. Okay, I have already entered. Hope this is clear to you. First name and last name. We will switch to the all buttons: radio buttons, checkbox, submit, and reset. Okay. So first name, last name. Then I will use password. First thing is password. So I have to add, this is web page. If I want to form the web form, then I have to add form tag. Then closing of form. Whatever you want to add into form, you have to add it in form tag. I will put it the same for first name and last name. Then I have to give password. Then again, two things, label and input. Label for password, PWD. Okay. Then password. Okay. As I have started label, I have to close the label. Okay. First thing is over. Then second tab will be input tab. Input. Okay. Attribute will be, there are three attributes. First one is type, second one is ID, third one is name. Type equal to what? Now I have to change the type as password. Okay. Then ID will be PWD. Okay. Then name will be, again it is PWD. Okay. Then I have to, I will use break for spacing purpose. Okay. Then save it, go to the browser. Go to the browser, refresh it. Now you will see the name will be Gunjan, last name will be Deshmukh, and password will be again Gunjan. So you can see, if I have changed the type as password, the text will not be visible to all. Okay, it will be in bulleted format. Now it will be in bulleted format. Okay. Now I have to add if I have to add radio button, then again I have to add two tags. First one is input, second one is label. So I will add input type equal to mail. Then mail, sorry, I'm using input. So type will be what? For password, I'm using type as password. Okay. For a text, I will use type as a text. For radio button, I will use type as radio. Okay. Then ID will be mail. Then name will be mail, same. Okay. So I will give dr tag. Okay. Second one is, first input is over. Second one is label. Label, again label, there will be attribute is, there is attribute of for. Okay. For mail, then mail, you have to close the label, then br. Okay. I just copy it, I will copy it and paste. For female, type will be same, ID will be now female, name will be female. Okay. Now label will be female and name will be female. Okay. I will save it, go to the browser, refresh it. Now you can see first name, last name, password will be suppose Gunjan, so it is in hidden format. So you can see the radio buttons for female, male, first one is male and second one is female. Okay. Then next will be for checkbox. Again for checkbox, I will just copy this, paste it. I have to change the type, that is check box. Okay. Checkbox ID will be suppose check. ID will be check. Okay. Name will be check. Then for input type, I have to use, for input type, I have to use again check. Then first will be suppose we will take the department IT. Okay. Again for second point, copy. I will just copy and paste. So second will be computer. Okay. This will be check 1, checkbox 1, sorry, check 2, check 1, 1, 2 and 2. Okay. I will save it. Then we will go to the first program. Then you can see IT and com. Here is checkbox. So we can open with Firefox. Okay. So first name, last name, password, male, female, that is radio buttons. And we have already done with checkbox also. Okay. Last one is submit and reset. Again, we will require input type and for submit and reset. So input type will be submit. Okay. Then for reset, input type will be reset. Okay, I will save it. And value on that button will be submit. I will save it. Go to the browser. Check your page. Refresh it. Then submit and reset. Okay, submit and reset. If I put the wrong spelling of my suppose Gunjan, N is remaining, so I want to reset all my form, then just click on reset, everything will be cleared. Okay, hope and it is working at your end also. Okay, I will use after password also, I will use break. So there will be proper visual to you. Okay, save it. Again, go to the web page, refresh it. Now it is in proper format. Okay, first name, last name, password, then radio buttons for male and female, then checkbox for department, that is IT and com, and then submit button and reset button. Okay, I hope it is clear to you. Okay, in second part of web form we have learned. They will just take the revision of from the first point. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, we have started with why HTML is important. So this much skills you will required to become an web designer. Not only web designer, for becoming the successful web designer. Okay, first point we have seen how the flow of HTML or how the flow of web development will be go. Then we will start. We have started with introduction part. Then we have already seen what is HTML, why it is used. Then we have seen the code or simple example of HTML document. Then we have finished with elements, what elements are present, which elements are present in your HTML. Then syntax of it. Sorry. Then what are the attributes are there in HTML. Then heading tag we have seen. Then next point is link. For adding link we will require anchor tag, and in that anchor tag you can give the reference. Next is every time for providing the link to particular text or particular image, you have to use the reference attribute. Okay, anchor tag and reference attribute. Then next one is how to give comment. We have already seen angular bracket, exclamatory mark, and 2 hyphens. Okay, end it with 2 hyphens and angular bracket. Then next is listing, how to perform listing of your code. So listing of your code or listing of your element will be performed by using two types. Majorly it having two types. First one is unordered list and second one is ordered list. Okay, unordered list will be displayed in the form of bullet and ordered list will be displayed in the form of numbering. Okay, then ordered list, in ordered list there will be numbers and in unordered list there will be bullet. Okay, then next one is description list. If I want main point and then description of it, I will use the concept of description list. Then for adding images, I will use the image tag, then source. So I will add URL in source attribute and I will add name of that particular image in alt attribute. Okay, if I want to provide height and width, I have two options. Likewise, width and height separately you can give, or by using style attribute also you can add the or increase the width and height of that particular image. Next one is same like text image, there will be the concept of image link. We have already seen for giving the link we have to use the attribute tag as a anchor tag and attribute as a hyper reference, that is h reference attribute. Then for inserting the table there is concept of table tag. Okay, we have to add the table tag. Then as I have started the table tag, I have to end it with table. Then I have to add the row every time. For every single row, you have to add tr tag. Also, you have to close it. Okay, for giving the table heading, you have to use th tag. For giving the table data, you have to use td tag. Okay, so I have started the table tag. I have to end the table tag. Then I have added header things, then data things here. Okay, then next is border color. For giving the border color, you have to use the attribute style. In style attribute, you can give border color. Here you can use the manual color. You can write it into the manual form or using RGB or hex values likewise. Okay, next one is second part of HTML is what? Web form. For designing the web form, you have basic knowledge of some elements. Okay, so first one is form. Whatever we have to write, we will write into the form tag. Then next one is text field. So text field is important for adding the text field and text area. These are the two different concepts. Okay, so we will, whatever we are writing, we will write into the form tag. So there is again two concepts for giving the label, and this is for text field, and input is for text area. So there is two concept in text field, label and input. Label having attribute for, input having three attribute, that is type, id and name. Okay, for last name also same. Then for inserting the password, we have to just enter the or change the type as password. For entering the radio button, we have to just replace the text type as a text to radio. Okay, for entering the checkbox, just change the labeling and replace the type as a checkbox. Okay, so and for submitting and reset is somewhat easy. For submitting the data, we will use type as submit, value for that button is submit, and for reset just enter the type as reset. So it will clear all the data which is filled by any user. Okay, so I hope you have understood all the things whatever I have taught in this session. So thank you very much. Again, sorry for delayed in session. I hope you have understood everything. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, so thank you very much. Again, stay at home, stay safe, stay connected. Thank you. Okay, the session is over. You can leave the meeting now.